day today, just walking around, chilling, living my vibe, enjoying the journey. And I went on a long walk. And I just want to talk a tiny bit, being there for people that are not really able to do things for themselves. So there's something really beautiful about using the knowledge that you have that somebody else might really prize, but you take for granted because it's something you do every single stinking day. Like I write all the time. So I'm thinking about reaching out to some people that write newsletters. Hey, could I maybe write a newsletter or two? And, even maybe just do paid work for a little or free work for a little bit and then just assert the value, that I bring to the table, that kind of thing. There's very much power in doing that. I really have seen today that as I go out and about and talk to people, God can put somebody in my life that elevates my vision, helps me see things from a better perspective. Money is not the problem, faith is the problem. It's about having faith to trust God and the path that He has you on, that He will provide everything that He has said He would provide. It's just going to take some time. And along the way, you're going to have some. I've had times where I've said I was going to do something and then I didn't do it, or whatever it might be. And end of the day, it comes down to showing up for yourself and being intentional with the life you have and living what you have to work with, right? So like you want to be in a better place with life overall. And I'm really excited where I'll be by the end of the summer as I really take more action and set more goals. Yesterday or this morning, after I got up, I literally just did some writing and then I just set a time for 2 hours and just another newsletter. And that's going to get me ahead of the game. So it's like, okay, I just need to do this every day. Lorraine, I hope you're well. Good to see you. It's like that feels good. That's awesome. Like, what if we just did this every day? That's what James Clear does. James Clear writes 2 hours every single day. Doesn't matter what's going on in his life. He writes 2 hours in the morning. That's what he does. So it's like, if I just wrote 2 hours every day, it sounds crazy, but I believe like if I did that every single day, like things would seismic shift in my life. Not stressing about coming out with newsletters, not stressing about any of these other things because I have so much flow and so much input and stuff that I'm doing that you don't even have to think about it. And again, it's this concept of like God helping you to like kind of take you away from this moment and be like, dude, like you could do so much better right now. And it doesn't take a super long period of time. It just comes down to having a slightly better strategy and then acting in line with that strategy. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I believe that I'll probably wake up early tomorrow, do another writing for 2 hours, and do some other work, and just very blessed. Very blessed. Pillow Man, hello. I hope you are well. Welcome. Lorraine, you write all the time. Writing is so good. I've written a couple books. Like I said, I write a weekly newsletter about my journeys, things I'm learning, and it makes a big difference for sure. Yeah, I met this guy today, and it was one of those, I know it was like a God moment for sure. God showing up because I was walking and I wasn't going to go down this road normally, but just with how traffic was, I had to cross the street. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Pillow Man. That's the kind of vibes we appreciate. Last time I got on, this guy was throwing shade, bro. Oh, so we appreciate the kind words, bro. Yeah. You write poetry too, Lorraine? That's so cool. Yeah, I've written a couple poetry books. That's amazing, actually. Wow, that's cool. Have we already had this conversation? I don't know if we had. I think it was somebody else. Somebody, maybe it was you. Maybe it was you. If it was you, told me about your book. I'm sorry, I did not look it up. If you brought it up to me, which sounds so bad. And this, yeah, see, we did talk about this. We did talk about this. And I did not see, this is again where we go back to uh yeah, like you're gonna fall. It's okay. Get back up. My monster. That's what it is. Your name. My monster, your name. All right. We're gonna fast track this. We're gonna fast track the future right now. We're gonna fast track the future. I'm gonna jump on Amazon right now and I'm going to take a gander at it for sure. Cause this is ridiculous. I'm so done with this laptop. Oh my goodness, I'm so done with this laptop. I've had this thing since college. It's like things like why am I still holding on to this thing? Well, it's because I haven't a better one. What's up, feet sniffer? What a name. What a name. Indeed, Lorraine McMillan. Okay. It looks fantastic, actually. Voila! My monster. That sounds great, feet sniffer. Sounds great. All right, so it says a little girl meets an imaginary friend who's really a goofy, happy-go-lucky monster. When he first comes out of her bedroom closet, his antics seem like they might get her in trouble. Like time he goes swimming in her backyard pool, dance around a swim towel. But sooner he keeps on rafting. Fun book for children. Oh, it looks pretty good. Let's jump to the reviews, shall we? Perfect for all children, sweet and lyrical. My monster is a wonderful story. Perfect addition to a special child. That's great. I mean, you just gotta keep on stacking up the reviews for sure. When you get one like that, that's great. Perfect for all children. Yeah, I have a similar struggle where I don't have very many reviews of my books yet. Do you have other places that you post your stuff, Lorraine? Looks good. Yeah, I mean, if there's a Kindle version, I'd probably buy it. I just am not really made of money right now, so not made of money, period. But anyway, that was good. We've got it. I will put it in my books list on Amazon. So yeah. What did you do as far as making the paperback? I'm curious because I definitely need to do better at that. You posted on Facebook too. Cool. Yeah, reach children who may feel lonely and lost. Yeah, I hope you definitely keep writing because this is wonderful. Yeah, looks pretty legit. It came out July 17th. So yeah, almost a year. So you could do some fancy smancy things, like hype it up. Like, oh look, it's been almost a year. That's the thing, you gotta keep hyping your books, you gotta keep hyping up your stuff. Like, I have made the big mistake of not hyping up my stuff enough, cause even though it's from me, and thinking that it'll just magically happen, and that's just not how life works. So cost me too much, yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully you've broken even on it. You could also appear on podcasts to help get it more out there. So that might be helpful. I've appeared on some podcasts in the past, and it's always so nice when I appear on a podcast and somebody's already read my book. That is like such a wonderful thing, such a gift, such a gift. So yeah, that's good. Well, we fast tracked the future today. I'm very glad we did that. So I don't know if you're still here, but my internet dropped, so I just switched to my data because uh yeah, was not working. Our internet has been struggling hard recently. Does that cost a lot being on podcasts? No, I mean a lot of times it's free. So I mean just go in some Facebook groups or Podmatch is something I've used. LinkedIn. You could search for a podcast and then uh, reach out to them, find their website. It definitely will take some nitty work. Your phone's acting up. Yeah, my phone's being kind of janky too. Yep. So, but yeah, I mean, appearing on podcasts definitely helps. It gives you a lot of things. It gives you reps. It gives you an evergreen way for somebody to find you because somebody could always can re-listen to the podcast years down the road. I think I've been on 20 or so, which is criminal. I need to be on thousands more. Goodness gracious. Especially when you consider like, oh my goodness, like this is it. Like this is life. Like cannot afford to waste a single second. So yeah. Big reason why I haven't been on more podcasts recently is because of the janky laptop that it's like it wasn't janky when I got it, but it's just gotten old. So yeah, that is that. So anyway, yeah, I mean it's a start, right? It's a start. And as the show grows, and you have a good reputation with them, you reshare the episode and all that stuff. It just like all feeds into each other, and it's great. So yeah, I've interviewed some people on my show and stuff, and so yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. So it was cool to run into that guy today. I also got to help a friend move. That was grateful for my health and strength to do that. And I got to work a bit. So that was awesome. And I need to work more. I probably need to get a second job. I'm at that point where I look at the money, I look at the rate of it increasing, and I'm like, yeah, probably need to make sure, yeah, make sure that it, yeah, probably need to make sure I'm in a better place with money. It'd be fun to have you on. Yeah, it'd be fun. Have you already been on a podcast before, Lorraine? Yeah, I'd be open to it. I just am not doing interviews or anything right now. I need to get a better computer. I need to get a new microphone, some other stuff. I'm still doing my show every Monday and Thursday with my microphone, with my phone, doing that on my phone. So I'm still doing that. It gets probably like 400 or 500 downloads a month right now, which really isn't that much, but it's something. And my biggest countries are United States and Finland. I don't know anybody in Finland, so we're just like, thanks, Finland. I love you, even if I don't know you. I don't know anybody there. Yeah. Oh, you've already been on some shows. That's cool. I'll have to see. Yeah, just learn more about your story by hearing on more podcasts. That would be great. I think that's like a fantastic way to spend time, honestly. If there's a show you'd like to be on or something like mine or whatever, you can always back and re-listen to it, just get a better feel for the host and how the show kind of flows and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Dallin Candland. Yeah, it's the channel name. So, and then I think you'll be able to find my newsletter and podcast and stuff from the channel thing. My podcast is called Yield Today with Dallin Candland. And yeah, you'll find it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a start. You just have to be okay with the humble start, the humble start, and enjoy and be thankful for it, because he who's good with a few things will be made ruler over many things. That is what Jesus talked about. So, if you get a few blessings and you fumble the blessings, or you don't appreciate the blessings or whatever, like you are 100%, like it's you just gotta figure out more to trust in God's amazing abundance and His faithfulness and His goodness. Sometimes go by Poet Girl. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing to put yourself out there. Really good. So, yeah, I turned 20 on Sunday, and so woo. And I'm like, okay, shoot, I got one more year of my 20s. So how do we make this the best year of my 20s ever? And I have some ideas, and includes appearing on more podcasts, getting another book out, and to do more running, and yeah, just all that other good stuff. So yeah, you've been through a lot. Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like we all have like different, like some years go better than others. Like I think there's a lot of people like going into 2020 and they're like, oh yeah, 2020 is gonna be like the best year ever. It's 2020 vision. Every day you're gonna have 2020 vision. And it's like, no, doesn't always work out that way. So end of the day, we get to choose what we'll prioritize. So pretty recently, I had the chance to get a haircut because oh, yeesh, hey, I need a haircut. Pretty recently, the chance to get a haircut, but I chose to sleep in, and then when I slept in, I worked after that instead. I had the opportunity to haircut. I did not. So yeah, my birthday was on Sunday, June 8th. Yay. Honestly, it was kind of a little bit of a lackluster kind of birthday. I think I didn't really show up very well for myself. I think I was wanting people to show up for me and stuff. So it's okay. I'm glad we got one more year. I'm glad that was not 30. That would be such a tragedy if that was 30. Goodness gracious. No, 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 no. You're not good celebrating? Yeah. Yeah, I try to do like simple stuff to celebrate. Like, I'll play a video game, watch a movie, some popcorn, go get some pink lemonade. I don't know why. I just love pink lemonade so much. I just do. I like it more than regular lemonade. So, yeah, like I'm always, basically always down for pink lemonade. So, get some on Friday with a friend. So that'll be fun. And I'm also planning on going to King with a friend. So that will be great. And yeah, so there's a lot of blessings. A lot of it just comes down to enjoying the here and now and not wishing it away. Because I'm single as the last Pringle in the stack. We're just enjoying. I'm basically the last Pringle. I'm like the only Pringle in the stack. We're just like stacking up the blessings and everything else and enjoying the journey. Because, yeah, this time will never come again. Today will never come again. So let's enjoy it and cherish it and make the most of it. So bowling is fun. I do like bowling too. I like how in bowling how like things multiply really well. It teaches you in life like if you just be consistent, like with getting a spare and then a spare and a strike, like the points start to multiply. It's more than just the number of pins added together. It's better. It's better than that. So it's kind of like dominoes in life. Actually, I had somebody tell me pretty recently that he said that God can bend time. I thought that was interesting. He was just talking about how like God has ability over time and space. So by putting him first, things can really work out in favor. I feel like today I've gotten a lot done today. It's been like a full day. It's been a full day. And I'm grateful for that. But a lot of it is because I really just put God first and we've just been chilling. So you have learning issues. Gotcha. Yeah. And I imagine that maybe not growing up, but there's probably some parts of life that is a little more difficult because of that. It became like a barrier and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've talked to a lot of people on the podcast who have had a lot of different struggles and life coaches and other people. So you can give that a listen and might be helpful for you. Um, But yeah, it's tough, especially like when you build from things and then something else comes up or some having all these interruptions. It's okay. But I think I was just saying that it's tough when you have these things and then yeah, just like, bro, where's my lucky break? When things gonna work out? You really just have to keep on stacking the deck in your favor over and over and over again. You go to therapy, that's good. I went to therapy for a little bit after graduating from college and after some other things fell apart. I was in a very vulnerable place, very rough, vulnerable place, feeling like I just had let God down and just was not in a good place at all. So, but I think we really underestimate how far we can get with God, and he can take us anywhere in any moment. That's the crazy thing. I mean, it sounds a little facetious and silly, but I mean, he can open your eyes, give you clarity on things, put somebody awesome in your life to help you grow and become better. I mean, I met this guy, like I said today on my walk, who was telling me about how he's making some pretty good bank from doing his sales, but he's knocking doors like every day. He was telling me he was in Oklahoma earlier, and I'm in Utah. He was like in Oklahoma like yesterday or something. I'm like, what in the world? This guy's crazy. He's been knocking doors for 15 years. That's wild. 15 years of knocking doors. So, yeah. I'm okay with knocking doors. I would rather write than knock doors. I'd rather other people. I'd rather other people share my stuff and all that stuff. Like I got my newsletter, so I got almost 900 people on that, which is cool. But a lot of it's just keep stacking the deck in your favor. Just keep stacking the deck in your favor. Keep showing up, enjoying the journey. I actually listened to this podcast interview with Vicky Bush, who said a lot of good things, and he's on Substack. So that's a good place to start, Lorraine. If you had the thought with starting a newsletter, you could start on Substack or something. That's where I have my newsletter right now, and it works pretty well. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. But Vicky Bush was saying if you wrote about the same thing every day for a year, you'd learn a lot about it, and you definitely had an audience. So a lot of it is just that consistency. You met your dad, and things got messy. That is tough. Yeah, that is tough. I think it's tough because I'm not married and I don't have any children or anything like that, but I just feel like it's so important to work through childhood trauma, whatever form it might take. I don't honestly have very much. Thankfully, my parents are awesome and amazing. But it's important to work through those things to understand, like, oh, I didn't feel safe in this situation, or this person said this and I thought it meant this, but it didn't actually mean that. And then being okay with it. Yeah, I'm extremely blessed. Like, it's not perfect. Like, I have ADHD and I didn't get diagnosed until I was 20. So there was certainly some things that um, felt very overlooked in some ways, sometimes at home. But overall, no, my parents never smoked, never drank. Um, they were virgins until they got married, so they saved one another until marriage. So that's a beautiful thing. And yeah, they did everything right, basically. So, and that's what I plan to do too. So that's what I am doing too. It's not what I plan to do. Father was a mess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is tough. Really tough. Yeah. I appreciate you sharing. I'm glad you feel like you can share that here. And yeah, my dad works a lot, but I really took this for granted when I was younger. He was just always safe. You could always talk to him. He always had a good vibe, energy about him. He's just always, yeah. Whenever I talk to him on the phone, he's like, hey, like, and he's genuine about it. He just shows up for people. I think a big thing he does really well is he has like no other, like, he's literally like work and home, and that's it. There's nothing else. That sounds crazy. That's literally his life. He loves movies, he loves music and other stuff. But other than that, like, he doesn't like, he loves just helping his family and stuff. My family's in North Carolina. I'm gonna be flying back home to see them pretty soon, actually. So that'll be fun to see him. Give him a big hug. Talk with him, have some good laughs, and hear some of his fun jokes, and have some pink lemonade. That would be awesome. Yeah, but he's working a lot. He's in his 60s now, so he's not getting any younger. But I mean, never smoked a cigarette. Like, he's like one of the straightest arrows on planet Earth, I feel. Like, no drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes, nothing. Nothing. He just shows up, gets the work done, and that's it. So, and just loves God and all that stuff. Yeah. So he's amazing. So, but others certainly did not get that same experience, or, yeah. So, yeah. Well, we just keep going. That's it. Whether we got one viewer or 20 viewers, we just keep going. So, just want to jump in real quick. I feel a lot better than I did a couple days ago, and it sometimes can be just like one person. Like I'm telling you, I met the day that I could go back and re-listen to this and be like, yeah, dude, that guy was cool. Met this is like knocking all these doors, talking to people, and I told him I recently turned 29. I want to get into a way better place for I'm 30, and he's like, yeah, man, like, we should definitely talk sometime. And I was like, well, this is a blessing. I just met this guy out of literal nowhere. He's just on the street, he's planning to leave soon, and we just had this great chat. So I don't know. Comes back to trusting God's plan, being okay with God showing up however he wants to show up. And that's really hard. That's extremely difficult to receive God's love and help however he wants to show it, and to be okay with that. and to know that he knows what's best for you and will help you and all that stuff. So yeah, end of the day, we just keep rocking and rolling, and that's it. That's it. It'll get a lot better from here. I'm on a 4-day streak of walking 10,000 steps every day. So we're just going to keep stacking up, keep meeting people, keep serving others, keep reading books, keep showing. I mean, I haven't read the whole book yet, but this book right here, this book has been fantabulous. Fantabulous with a capital F. Fantabulous. Super good. Speed of Trust. Speed of Trust is good. Oh, I would agree. Yeah, we're all connected in a certain way. Yeah, the opposite of addiction is connection, and that can extend to silence or whatever it might be. The real goal, real W, the real win is to connect with those who help you feel seen and heard and cherished, and those are your people. I've had times where I met somebody and like, yeah, you can call me whenever, and I call them. And it could even just be like a normal time and they don't pick up. And I'm like, all right, clearly this person did not mean that, which is okay. And then I have other people that I call them on a dime and it's like, yeah, what's up? Let's talk. I'm like, all right, well, that's good. I try to be that for other people too, but it's harder to do that sometimes when you're not in as good of a mental state. So, yeah. I'd say a lot of the chaos in my brain is because of chaos from the world, not so much chaos from my household, which is a blessing. Wanting to fit in, not feeling good enough, stuff like that. But end of the day, I'm here. God is good. We just keep improving and changing, and we know this is so temporary. Like this is where I'm living right now in this moment, but I'm moving out of here in August. So there's a hot tub here, there's a pool here, there's a lot of other fun things here, but I'm only here until August. Then I'm somewhere else. So place with a little bit cheaper rent, which will be a blessing because struggling a little bit to pay for rent here. Genuinely, I have to make money. I got to be better at working and stuff. That's why I celebrate myself for showing up and getting my work done today. Like that was fantastic and good, and doing some writing as well. So we just got to keep stacking up the days. As boring, as completely frustrating sometimes as that is, it's like we just have to keep stacking up the days. Keep putting myself out there, of course. Maybe send a cold email, somebody about writing their newsletter, maybe pitching myself to be on some podcast or whatever. But end of the day, it's like we just keep showing up. Show up for me, show up for future kids, show up for all them peoples, because this life be flying by in a way. So yeah. And when you put yourself out there, like truly put yourself out there, it gives somebody the chance to like feel your vibe and see your humanity and connect. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. So that is good stuff. Yeah. We're just gonna keep going. I'm yawning a lot. Oh man, I probably need to do some other stuff. But I'm glad I can jump on here real briefly and chat a little bit. Was not like this obviously is not like the perfect best use of my time, obviously, but it is okay. God works in mysterious ways. So we're just chilling. We're chilling. So enjoying the season where it is right now, knowing that it could only get better from here. So I only plan to be on here for half an hour. So yes, it's been a good day. Like honestly, been a good day. Walked around a lot, did some writing. I think getting deep work done. I already knew this, but I'm saying it more defiantly or more definitely or more pronouncedly. That's not really a word, but just like putting in the work and getting some deep work done every day like adds up like crazy. So yeah, I just like a couple hours today, helped out a friend. Yeah, it was a good day. Good day for sure. So just gotta keep stacking up the days. Yeah. Take care, Lorraine. Appreciate you. Have a fantastic day. I will say a fast prayer real fast. God, I'm grateful for Lorraine. I'm grateful for her book. I'm grateful for the joy, good things that she's trying to spread, and grateful for the journey and that she's on. And please help her. Grateful for the journey and that she's on, and please help her to continue to walk in faith and hope, and she would be led to better and better things that than she's ever experienced. And please help her with writing more books and with doing anything that thou can use her to do. And grateful for the opportunity to talk and to just to appreciate thy goodness, and just help us all to be better. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. So that was good. Yep, take care. God is good. We vibing. Getting a haircut soon. Yes, sir.